Alright, in this episode, anyway, this is Cody's room. Welcome. Metal bass guitar channel. I post uploads just about every day now, sometimes multiple ones every day. Um, Posted like six, seven, maybe eight videos of the Tool concert, like over an hour, even though it said not to record it. Maynard was like, no recording. And then at the end of the show, the very last song, he's like, alright, you motherfuckers, you can record this one. And he let people record one song. It's probably like I've never even heard the Fear Inoculum album. It's the Fear Inoculum tour. I've heard everything, listened, loved everything up to 10,000 Days. I didn't even know they had a new album out. I thought this tour was just them, going on tour. Um, I was hoping to hear Sober, The Plot, Schism, and Lateralus. I got 2 out of 4. 2 out of 4 is not great, but it's not bad. And plus, all of Tool's music just sounds great. And live, they sound just like they do on the album. Like, they're so tight. Those dudes are pros. Freaking pros. And, a lot of people think the reason Maynard quit dancing and facing the crowd and being out front man. Now he stands beside the drummer on a platform. Everyone thinks that's because he has like anxiety or something. No, it's been like proven that he does this because it makes their sound better. Um, I don't know what it is. For some reason, he prefers the way their music sounds and the way his voice sounds when he's standing next to the drums. And I gotta say, his vocals sounded just like the album. He hit every note just like he was in a booth with a mic. Um, the only bad thing, alright, the good, the bad, and the ugly. The opening, starting off, we get there, it's packed. It was like ants. It's like when you crush an anthill and all the ants are like, it was like chaos. Parking, we had to park at the very, 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 very last top spot in the damn garage. Then we had to like walk about a mile and a half. And the garage is connected to KFC Yum Center in Louisville. Had to walk a little ways, not too bad. It's just down a lot of stairs, or you could wait in the huge line for that elevator. I'll take the stairs. Um, Stairs don't bother me. Lines waiting for elevators bother me. Um, so we get there. We don't even mess with food or drinks or anything. We go straight in. We find our. We're like 30 minutes early, so we go in, find our seats, and our seats are like in the very last section. It just, when you're buying them, it just says row whatever, blah, 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 C. And you can go, like, you can find the map and look and see where your seat is, but I didn't even care. My cousin was like, oh, I'm in row V. So I just, a week later when I got paid, I went on Ticketmaster, and the first one in row V I hit was only like 10 seats away from him. And when we got lucky, and there was just a whole bunch of seats in that row because it's the last freaking row open, so people could just like sit anywhere. Or if someone was like, "Oh, you're in my seat," we just moved 3 seats over because it's like there's who would be that much of a dick to be like, "Hey, you're in my seat." There's like 1,000 seats in this row, even better seats down that way, but we're sitting in the ones that they're assigned. I'm sitting next to them in an unassigned seat because I'm way down there and I don't want to be away from my ride. And yeah, so we got there, and the opening band was a band I had never heard of until I looked it up and seen who the opener was. And the opener was a band I'd never heard of called The Acid Helps. And as the name sounds, these dudes were older gentlemen, which Tool were older gentlemen. They've been playing metal since like what, the 80s? Um, like good metal since like real metal since the 80s, and like basically has stayed the same, just grown. Never been into like Tool's instrumental stuff. Like it's good, I like it, I listen to it, but I like the hits, man. Sober, Schism, Lateralus, the Pot. Um, of course, like everyone else, and then I like a lot of the other songs too. But this first band called the Acid Helps. They were awful. It was like Tool was like, damn, we don't have an opener when we go to Louisville. What's some bands out of Louisville? And they just like pulled a name out of a hat. And this is like the first garage band they found, because these dudes were like, I mean, they had their shit together. They like didn't play badly or out of tune, out of key, or they were together. They had their shit together, but their songs, man, were like outdated. Like they're like they should. It's like an '80s band. Um, I wasn't into it. Everyone I've talked to wasn't into it. Not a good opener for a Tool concert. So that sucked right there. Then, um, okay, after the change, when the Acid Helps got their asses the fuck out of there to go take some acid or whatever the fuck it is they're doing. I don't give a shit, but get your fucking ass out of here. We want some Tool. Because we didn't pay to see your garage fucking band, bar band bullshit. Um, so I knew I had like 30 minutes, stage change takes about 30 minutes. So I ran. Oh, remember, I'm in the top row, very top row. But there's like different levels inside of this building. So on each level is its own drinks and restaurants. Like, dude, they got Taco Bell's, Pizza Huts, KFC's, bunch of like mom and pop named restaurants, like 20, 30 different soda vendors and beer vendors on one level. A Budweiser was $12.50. A shirt, the cheapest one was $45, when you can buy the same shirt, same exact shirt, for 15 online. Then the cool one with the tour dates and everything, because everybody wants the shirt with the tour dates on the back. You were there, I was there. This is my proof, motherfucker. Fuck you. Um, it was a cashless show, so you couldn't buy any drinks, no food, nothing. It was cashless. It was card only. So I had taken every dime off my card, thinking I'm going to need all this cash for this show. But apparently, no. And there is no pit because COVID or whatever. I don't know what it is. I think it was to sell more tickets, because they charge over $5,000 for a front row seat. I paid $88 for my nosebleed worst seat, but it's $5,000 for the first row. 800 and something for the second row, which was, I don't know the way they had the sections in the main front area in front of the stage set up, but it looked like maybe 1,000 seats. And at those prices, like, they're making up for COVID, man. That should have been open floor. You could choose to be in the floor or in the bleachers, so that we could dance, we could mosh. I had my bandana with me, my hoodie, freaking Doc Martens. I was ready to go, man. I was ready to do some ninja shit, but no, fucking COVID, man. Like, people were trying to make up their money. That's why shit was so expensive. First off, the arena hasn't had any bands for how long now? 2 years or whatever. There's no live music being played, so they're charging insane prices to make up for the lack of funds they've been making. And then the band, who's got a new album they're promoting, um, they haven't been able to play a show in 2 years. So, you know, they probably been spending that 2 years working on this record, and I don't knock them for selling those floor because, and remember, these are just chairs that they set in the floor. These are not seats that are meant to be there. It's meant to be open where you can stand and be like, if I wanted to, I could say, Maynard, spit on me, and he'd spit on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how close I want to be. But if I'd have been that close, I couldn't have filmed because he'd have been like, security, because of, there was cops there. Like, as soon as the pot came on, you know what I smelled, boy, everywhere, like everywhere, coming from everywhere, and that's pretty cool. I thought that was awesome. Like, didn't smell shit until that song came on, like midway through the show, the pot, and then everybody rolls out the joints. Um, but yeah, man, it was a really, really, Tool was amazing. It was worth $88, and the trip to Louisville, which is like 2 hour drive, it was worth the $88 and that to see Tool, man. They're awesome. At the age they're at, Adam Jones is my guitar idol. Like, I'll never be able to own his guitar. Yeah, I got some great guitars. Hellraiser's an amazing guitar. Like, an amazing guitar. Those are not passives. Those are EMGs, by the way. Actives. Um, Locking tuners, neck through, belly carve. Freaking amazing guitar. But, yeah, so there were some good things about the show, and then there were some bad things. Like, my seat was terrible. That's my fault. The pricing on stuff was ridiculous. I had to like beg people to go up to people and be like, "Hey, man, can I give you? Here's the cash. Show them the cash. Can I give you the cash? And when you buy your drinks, can you just get me a Budweiser and a Mountain Dew, please?" And I'd have to ask like 5 people for someone to say okay. And I found some cool people that were willing to do stuff like that, and that's great. Metal is always looked at like, shout at the devil, shout, assholes and jerks and metalheads or mean, but nah, these people were great. These people were cool, and I don't know, man. I just like I seen a lot of shit. I didn't see the naked guy in running. He ran straight up to the stage, right up to the railing where you get over to get onto the stage. And he was at the railing going to climb over. I was filming, so I was paying attention just to the stage, like looking at my camera, so I didn't see the dude. But he ran naked, got to the railing, was jumping over the railing, and security came over and grabbed his ass and carried his ass out so quick that I didn't even see it. And I was paying attention. But my cousin was like, "Dude, did you just see that shit?" And I was like, "Oh, fuck. How did I not see that?" But, like I said, it's a rock show. People do crazy shit. Like, the dude was probably on LSD or mushrooms or methamphetamine. Who knows? Or maybe he's got some mental problems. I hope he's okay, actually, Because, shit. I don't know. I don't blame the dude for getting naked at a Tool show and rushing the stage. It was fucking entertaining to know about, even though I didn't see it. But yeah, man, great show. That band, I think even like 10 years from now, if they're still touring, they'll still be killing it. They just need to find a better opener. I don't know if the Acid Helps is like touring with them around the country at all their shows, or if they just picked them up, for our show. If they're like grabbing bands from local areas, I don't know. Maybe they just got them cheap, and we're like, fuck them, they'll do. People came to see us. I don't know, but like, imagine Tool and System of a Down together, or Tool and the Deftones, Tool and fucking anybody but the Acid Helps. They were terrible. Like, I looked up on YouTube a couple of their videos, and they must have not played none of those songs because some of those songs actually sounded good on YouTube, but live, those fucking dudes can go suck dogs for quarters because they fucking sucked. Like, they need to get with the times or just give it up. Like, it's not the 80s anymore, man. Music has changed. People are so stuck on, like, I like old classical rock. Like, shit, I still play Zeppelin and Black Sabbath and Ozzy all the fucking time. All the fucking time. Love it. Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, still play all that shit. But, that's just because it's fun to play. But, turn on battery saver. Alright, so I'm getting ready to lose battery. So, anyway, it was a great show. Louisville, Kentucky, KFC Yum Center. If you were there, I've gotten a lot of comments from you guys. And I'm glad you had a great time also. And that you felt the same way I felt. That everything besides Tool was some bullshit. But their light show, everything they, like, the sound. I couldn't hardly see Adam Jones because I'm stage left, my seats. And he was on stage right, and there's like this black banner that makes no sense. Black, I don't know what it was, but it was like a tapestry, a long black tapestry hanging right in front of my view of Adam Jones and his guitar and his amp. I wanted to be able to see if he was playing his, Gibson 69 or whatever it is, or if he, well, I just wanted to see his guitars, his guitar changes, what amp he's using, and what cab he's using. Because I think they were using actual, I don't think they were running to front of house. They might have been running to front of house, but they had live amps on stage. I know that for a fact because when the bassist dropped, he just like dropped his bass on the stage. Reverb was coming out the ass. So, not reverb, but just feedback was coming out the ass. So, I don't know why he just dropped his like that was the signal for them to take their break because he literally threw his bass down on the stage, walked off stage, and then Adam and Maynard and I forget the drummer's name. The drummer, then they walk off stage. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened? They didn't say goodbye. Like, is the show over? People started leaving. The lights came on. Like, the show was over. People were leaving. I'm like, nah. They didn't say goodbye, Kentucky, and get that, roar from us. Every band always says good night, thank you, at least the ones that aren't dicks. So, I was like, I know they're coming back. Like, they'll be back. They just need a break. They played for an hour and a half. Like, they fucking need a break. They played for 2 hours or an hour and a half. So, they're tired. And, like, as hard as those dudes play. So, after about 10 minutes, it's all documented. After about 10 minutes, they came back out and jammed for another 30 minutes. And then they they're like, I hear Kentucky's got some good chicken. All right, let's hear it. And we all, yeah, fuck yeah, Tool, fuck yeah. He's like, there's room for improvement. Let's try it again. So we're all clapping, yelling, screaming, stomping, jumping. Fuck yeah. I'm yelling, Adam Jones, Adam Jones, Adam Jones. He's like, that was better, but there's room for improvement. Fucking Maynard, man. And one more time we did it, and he's like, there's still always room for improvement, but that was much better. Thank you, Kentucky. You guys have a great night. It was a good show. Y'all have a good night. And then that was it. We knew there wasn't going to be another song, that they were done, because he's like, hey, man, we played hard. We gave you 2 hours. Sorry that we had to take a break, but it's 2 hours. So I knew at that point it was done. Like they were already had roadies tearing down the stage, so I didn't wait for them to come out to like play another song. I knew it was over. I'm a musician. So I know what to look for. Also, see how much battery I got real quick. Also, I just sent Fluff another email. Why is it not showing me my damn? There it is. Battery is at 12%. I'm good. I just sent Fluff another email, begging him to ready to roast my rig. Like now you can. Now he's charging. Like you can pay him and definitely get your shit on the show. But he doesn't do very many ready to roast. You get like one a month. So I'm like, dude, please ready to roast my gear. The last pics I sent, I had combos and crappy gear, like one guitar, two guitars. I was like, now, man, I got a rack full of guitars, 3 different cabs, 3 different heads, like pedal board out the butt. Um, so yeah, great freaking show. I love Tool. Um, they did a great job, but everything else about that show is kind of shitty. Song I'm working on. I want to hear how it sounds. Anyway, that's just me playing around with it. I've still got to work on it and arrange it and add a little thing here and there, or take away something, add something else. But anyway, guys, that was basically just wanted to discuss the tool show with you guys. And for everyone who's commented and been watching my videos on this, I hope you see this one. And I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And I hope you feel the same way I did about the opening band and the cashless bullshit being card only. And then just no fucking floor area to stand and mosh. Like, people were literally in the stands, standing up, because we couldn't dance. It sucks. Like, that's why we go to metal shows. Like, that's the reason you go to metal shows. You don't go to metal shows to sit down. That's great. I like watching this band. No, man, I want to be up there feeling the bass, feeling the drums, feeling the vocals just making my ears bleed while punching somebody in the face and getting punched in the back of the head and getting beer bottles flung in the air and they land smacking in the head. Fuck it, I don't care. That's why I come to this show. Like, to relieve stress and hear a great band. But anyway, my battery's about to die. It's 3:07 in the morning. My ass needs to go to sleep. Gotta work tomorrow. Y'all have a great fucking night. Stay metal. Keep it metal. And yeah, maybe Fluff will ready to roast my rigs over here. Y'all know what I got. Shit, I show you all the time. 6505 MH, PV Mesa modded, JCM 800 modded Valve King, Windsor cab, Mesa cab. And then I got the Behringer, V-Tone GMX 1200H, and the Line 6 4x10. Like, I'm playing through the Behringer and the Line 6 4x10 solid state amp now. Like, tell me that does not sound, or tell me that sounds like a solid state amp. No, it doesn't. But it's a V-tone, valve tone, so it's made to imitate what a tube amp sounds like. I fucking love this amp. Like, I would probably rather gig with this amp than I would my PVs. I don't know, man. I would have to really think on that. But y'all have a great day. If you like my videos, if you come back and if you watch one of my videos and liked it and keep coming back, please subscribe. Thank you so much. I've gotten like, I don't know, 15 more subscribers just since the tool videos, and over like 4,000 views just in the past couple days. So thank you guys, man. You guys are helping my channel build. I was getting ready to getting frustrated. Like, man, I put in all this work. I buy all this expensive ass gear to demo for you guys, and and I enjoy doing it, but I want to get the subscribers and I want to get monetized, so I could maybe quit my job one day and just focus on this, buying, selling, trading gear. The Kyle Bull deal. I would love to do that. That would be a passion for me. I love working on and fixing used guitars. This was a used guitar, if you can believe it, because it doesn't have a scratch, a ding, a paint chip. Not a single freaking flaw to this guitar. It is the single best guitar I've ever owned. Probably, I don't know, the Schecter C1 Platinum with the Floyd Rose was probably more expensive than this. But these are like 800 to 1,000 used, and I traded a dude an high-end ESP LTD MH something or another. I demoed it on this channel, so it's documented. It didn't sound right to me. I probably just needed to intonate it, but I didn't fucking feel like it, so I just never played it and just sat there collecting dust. So I traded it, and now I got a guitar I fucking love with a hard case. Dude just got a guitar, and I got the better guitar. He wanted to do it. He saw it beforehand. He wanted it, so apparently he's on the jump on the ESP bandwagon because everyone loves ESPs. Not saying they're bad guitars. I've only owned one and it wasn't great. And it was a high-end LTD, ESP LTD. It had the ESP tuners, had the volute, said ESP, um, all that. But was crap, you know. Rather play my I have an SGO that I paid $200 for, you know. But yeah, that Schecter C1 Platinum with the Floyd Rose. Had it not had the Floyd Rose, I wouldn't have got rid of it because that was the most stable, best sounding guitar ever. I just could not. I'm not good with Floyd Roses. They take too much time, and I'm just like, fuck it, man. I spend all my time tuning, string changing, dusting. Like, I don't want to spend an hour a day fucking with my guitar's intonation or whatever. I want to just pick up the guitar. I've got so many that I just grab a new one every day and they stay in tune or relatively in tune. I just tweak a string here or there. So, you know, I like to switch guitars every day. That way I don't have to tune as much. You know, sometimes after a guitar sits for a week, I'll have to tune it. Depends on if I've been running my heater in my room or if we've had the heat on in the house. So anyway, I'm out of here. Please like, subscribe, share, help me out. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for all the new subscribers, all the new views. It shows that my analytics shows that like 98% of my views come from unsubscribed people. So if I could get 10% of you to subscribe, that would be a huge help. You know, thank you. I'm just blessed to be here every day, to wake up and be alive after the life I lived. I told my story on here. 6 years clean and sober from heroin and all other drugs and alcohol. Yeah. So, anyway, please like and subscribe. If you got anything in common with me, you like some of my other content, I've got 130 something videos now since I started this channel a year and a half. And I'm starting to upload daily because, you know, that's what you got to do to make it, man. You got to put in that work. Put in that work, son. Y'all have a good morning, because that's when you see this. It's morning already. And fucking just keep playing, man. Keep practicing. Keep gigging. Just fucking jam. Stay metal, guys. And I am working on getting a computer, the monitors and the the Focusrite or what how can I not remember the name of that thing? It's what you plug your guitar you plug your guitar into it to hook it up to the computer. It's called a now I'm a fucking moron because I brought it up. I mean, the monitors, the computer,